The level crossing in Tayside last night was caused by human error. An Aberdeen to Edinburgh express crashed through gates at Broughty Ferry at nearly 80 miles an hour, narrowly missing a car. No one was injured in the incident, but it has fuelled a row over the safety of the crossing, which has remained unchanged since the Victorian era. Neil Moody reports.
The 6:15 Aberdeen to Edinburgh Express smashed through the gates at 7:20 last night. A motorist, alerted by the train's klaxon, managed to reverse out of its path, and despite the wooden gates being crushed into splinters, there were no injuries. ScotRail said today they'd concluded their investigation into the incident and had put it down to human error by a member of the signalling staff. A man was removed from duty last night, but has since been reinstated. The Grey Street crossing has been surrounded by controversy for some time. The original Victorian mechanism failed about 2 years ago, and the gates were locked shut for several months. For the past year, they've been operated manually by gatemen alerted to open and shut the crossing by a signalman. Today there was a temporary speed restriction imposed, but usually express trains travel through at speeds of around 80 miles an hour. There's been widespread concern over safety at the crossing.
Could have been a dreadful accident. There were no lives lost, and it just brings forward the policy that something must be done very urgently about those gates, that we're not dependent on human error and that something can be permanently done.
ScotRail say they'll be talking to the local transport authority about the future of the crossing, but it will stay closed until further notice. Neil Moody, BBC Reporting Scotland, Broughty Ferry.
There are